go peeps, what's up? Fims Presents RC back with you again. What have we got in front of us? We've got our chortals. Our Chinese portals finally arrived. They only took about 2 to 3 weeks, to be honest with you, from China to the UK with express shipping. Hit the UK a couple of days ago and been sent track 48. I'm a bit perplexed because they turned up in a jiffy bag, so I've never had axles turn up in a jiffy bag before. But these are chaxles, aren't they? They are chortals, so economy shipping. Cost of these was, I think, £80 now, plus the post-Brexit tax that we're enduring at the moment. That pushed it up to about 93. Not really a problem, as it's for 2 axles, full complete axles with internals as well. So, like I say, this arrived this morning in a jiffy bag, so I'm going to go ahead and get them out now so we can check out the chortals. Right, got my packaging off, guys. Ooh, shinies. Everyone loves getting shinies in the post, don't they? I mean, come on. I ran to that door this morning like bloody Charlie from the chocolate factory running to take that ticket home. Right. They don't look damaged, which is the first plus that I'm thinking. Anything that comes from China, I'm always apprehensive to see where it's been bloody damaged. Right, let's right, first impressions. Let's move this bubble wrap so we can stop having a contrasting background. Right, let's take a quick look. First impressions are this tube here, the main axle tube, thinner than I thought it would be actually. Had CNC axles before, had them from Asian companies before, including companies like Extra Speed, got the V3, I've had all the Extra Speed axles to be honest with you, from the DR44s up to the AR60s, version 1, 2 and 3. They were great axles to be honest with you, but I wasn't a fan of the Extra Speed 44s, and I needed something that was roughly a 44 width this time and not AR60, which is Wraith width. Because of the ATK body, I didn't want the wheels sticking out, and there's not really much scope on a flat body to put wide arches on. Done too many wide arches anyway. Right, let's have a look through. Don't expect things to be great, guys. You're gonna get issues with casting, you're gonna get issues with CNC marks. Now they say these are CNC, where I can see right there, well, it looks to me like a casting mark right there. You see it? It looks like a casting mark to me, that. I mean, it may be wrong. I can tell by the finish as well. The finish is almost a pitted finish. They're claiming this is CNC, but with this being all one piece, including this bridge, I'd say almost certainly that this is cast. Which is a little disappointing, but at the end of the day, what do you expect for £80 for 2 axles? Yeah, look, you can see some casting marks there. That's actually probably under the paint, that little imperfection there. I'm sure I saw, there you go, I can see one on the other side. I think they've powder coated these afterwards, so you might get a little bit of powder coating residue left over as well. So what else can we see about these axles, guys? There's clearly a reduction at the portal, so there's a smaller gear in here. I noticed some of these portals that I've seen had a completely pointless, what they were calling a reduction, because the gears in here were the same size. Obviously, if the 1-1 gearing, there's no reduction at all. But these ones, thankfully, have a larger gear at the bottom, so there is a reduction there. The gears are hardened steel. There's CVDs on the front, which I'm sure you can see here. They go through to your output gear here, which is then transferred to your lower gear here. Your portal reduction gears in there. Obviously smaller gear at the top, larger at the bottom. Now these units here obviously have the knuckles here. I'm not so confident that these are going to last a long time. I know that a few people have had issues with these snapping. So that's something we'll have to look out for. But what I can assume is that these are, they feel, to me, They could be cast value. They probably are cast value. But there's a fair chunk of weight to him, to be honest with you. I was just thinking about if they did snap, there is a possibility that I could lob off the tube right at the end here of the barrel and fit a different set of outdrives on here. That would be messy because it would involve tapping and threads and stuff like that. So yeah, but first impressions are not too bad. I mean, value for money wise, are you getting good value for money? Yes, you are getting good value for money. I haven't ran them yet, so I can't give a are you getting a good value for money for performance, because I just haven't ran them yet myself. Still building up the truck. As you know, if you watched the part 1 of the Hummer ATK build, these are for the Hummer ATK. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's a quick look around these Chinese portals that just arrived this morning. I hope that's informed you whether you want to go ahead and purchase these yourself. Now, like I said, the extra speed axles are actually a superior quality to these. I can say that hands down now, seeing these in person. The extra speed V3 CNC AR60 especially axles are a better quality. They do come with their own issues though, the extra speed axles. They seem to have a problem with snapping the pins on the CVDs. They have weak CVDs. Even in the V3 ones, they had weak CVDs. And they had a few issues with... they never used to like to use Loctite throughout the whole thing, and it was all bolted together. So if you didn't Loctite at the first when you did it and took all the screws out and put it all back in with Loctite, you were in for a bit of fun out on the trails when your stuff started to fall apart. But we're concentrating on these ones, and like I said, for £80 for 2 axles with portals, you're not doing too bad really, are you? So at the end of the day, I think the whole cost of the crawler build is going to come in at less than £250. So I'm on to a winner really. You can't complain at that price. I mean, you can pick loads of faults with these. Yes, they're not Currys, they're not Vanquish by a long shot, but they ain't Vanquish prices, are they? So swings and roundabouts, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little look through of these axles. And don't forget to tune in for the next video. I'm waiting on stuff from Endura that should be arriving in the next day or so as well, which is a lot of hardware for this build that should enable me to get underway then. I think the only thing that's left is an ESC after that, and then obviously building it, which is the funnest part. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Catch you soon.